Hi everyone, my name is Kate Silburn. I'm with Rocky Mountain Elder Law, and today I am discussing some of the legal mistakes people can make when they're transitioning their loved one into a more institutionalized care setting. That care setting can be independent living, assisted living, or a skilled nursing facility. So, no matter what the level of care, many families mistakenly think that Medicaid is going to pay for everything. That is an error. It is simply not true, particularly if the person needing care has assets titled in their name that are substantial. It will also depend greatly on whether or not the incapacitated person or the person needing care is married or not. There's all kinds of factors that come into play in thinking about eligibility for governmental assistance with long-term care needs. So you want to carefully inventory the assets. Make sure that there's no gifting of the house. Please don't gift the house. No gifting of any assets whatsoever, because if you're trying to qualify for Medicaid, those gifts are subject to a 5-year look-back penalty period. So you want to be very, very careful about any kind of gifting. Doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means you have to be prepared for the penalty period to pay privately through the penalty period. And there are certain ways and strategies to make sure that you are spending down that person's assets effectively and hopefully without penalty so that they can eventually qualify for care. Now, when I talk about this type of planning and some of the legal mistakes that people make when they're transitioning into care, I have to sound a note of caution. Right now, there is it's a very difficult time for Medicaid in general. I practice in Colorado, and we have recently lost the head of our Medicaid agency. Here it's called Healthcare Policy and Finance. But there's a lot of disruption right now in the stream of benefits. So whenever I talk about transitioning to care, it's a bit of a rocky terrain right now. And so we want to be careful to say anything that I say in terms of the rules and regulations are subject to change without notice, and that I want to be of maximum assistance. But I also know that we're living in a time where benefits are changing. And so we must be aware of that. But it's ever more important to follow the rules and to make sure that your loved one can qualify in a way that comports with all the rules and regulations so that there are no hiccups in transitioning to governmental assistance.